The UK government has announced that we are introducing the eVisa. This is the latest update on the Home Office website gov.uk on the 17th of April, stating that finally the time has come for e-visas to be introduced. What is the e-visa? If you have a biometric residence permit, if you have a biometric residence card, if you are one of those oldies, goldies who were issued indefinite leave or any kind of visa status with a stamp in your passport or a sticker in your passport, whichever type of document you have, if you hold a physical document of any kind that contains details of your immigration status, that document is to be replaced by the e-visa scheme. Simple as that. There's nothing technical about it. It's not a new visa that you will be applying for. There is no fee to pay for it. The only thing that you will need to understand and that you will need to do would be to open a UKVI account. UKVI is United Kingdom Visas and Immigration. In case you were wondering, UKVI account is going to be done online. You create a UKVI account, you put in your details, and once you have completed your details along with your biometric residence card or whatever other document you hold, whichever details you put in, then you will be able to use that online document wherever you go as proof of your immigration status. Some people already know about this. These are the people who were granted status under the European Settlement Scheme. So if you were granted your pre-settled or settled status and you're able to prove that through a document contained on your phones or on your laptops or anything like that, that is your e-visa. That is your UKVI account. Know you heard about the share codes? The share codes are done through the same process. So if you have an online visa that you can prove, then you are able to issue a share code through that process as well. I'm just looking at the Home Office website right now. I am looking at the documents being replaced are biometric residence permits, the BRPs, and the biometric residence cards, the BRCs. I'm sure a lot of people would be familiar with this idea that when they got their last extensions or their visas, they saw that their biometric residence cards would be expiring on the 31st of December 2024. And I've had lots of those questions where people are panicking and saying, well, the Home Office have issued the wrong visa dates. Look at that, my card expires or my visa expires on the 31st of December 2024. That is the expiry of that card. I've always told people that you have to understand when your visa expires or when your travel document expires or when your visa card or your biometric residence card expires. So all the cards are now set to expire on the 31st of December 2024. You may have a longer visa. So if you are going to switch to the UKVI account, all that is going to happen is you'll put in the details of your visa and those details will be transferred onto your account and you will be able to confirm it from there. So every time that you travel, as long as your cards are valid, please keep them with you. You will need your passport. Your passport is your travel document. The biometric residence card or the biometric residence permit or the stickers or the stamps that used to be there in the passports before. These are all different kinds of visas or permissions that you have to enter the UK and live in the UK. As far as your traveling is concerned, that is done by your passports. Your passports are your travel documents. So please understand there's a difference between a travel document and nationality. A lot of people say, well, I've got this nationality because I have that passport or I have a travel document from there. Yes, usually that will be the case, but not all the time. But anyway, moving on from there, the share codes are those details that employers might require, that landlords might require, that your universities or colleges might require, or any other services might require. So whatever it is that they require, they will ask you for your UKVI account login or for you to log in and to give them a share code or to give them the details. So how will I use the UKVI account? You can update your personal information on that. You can update the information about your passport on that. So please make sure if you have 2 passports, 3 passports, some people, I remember, they used to like combining all the passports together because some other visas are contained in the previous passport. If that is the case, there is nothing wrong with that. You can have those passports together, but the latest passport that your visa is connected to has to be updated on the UKVI website. Because whenever you travel, your visa is going to be only connected to that latest passport that you have. So please make sure that you're very clear about that. You will also need to learn to use that UKVI. I understand a lot of people are not very technical. A lot of people simply refuse to go into all these apps and all these online things. But unfortunately, the way the world is going, you will need to move on with the times. And yes, granddads and grandmothers, you will need to learn to use a little bit of that as well. Of course, there'll always be somebody there to help you. But if you don't know it, at least learn how to use that, so that when you're traveling and if you have to show to the immigration officer what you've got, what visa you've got, you're able to show that through your online account. Now, other than that, if you have any other questions, if you're British nationals or Irish nationals and you have your passports or you have your rights of abode, then you don't need to worry about the e-visa. Please understand, this is not a new category of visa. It is simply a confirmation of your existing visa that is now going to be proven by this online UKVI account. Whenever you need to make an extension for your visa, or you need to make a new application or anything that you need to do, that is for your visa extension, not for the e-visa. So please understand, if you are applying for an extension for your family, for yourself, your student extension, your family life extension, your private life extension, whatever it is, you will still go to the Home Office website. You will still do your form there. Then you will still attend the biometrics. In some cases, they might not ask you to do those anymore, but you will still need to do the biometrics, and then your visa will be issued, and that will be proven on the UKVI account. So you don't have to carry a document with you everywhere. Now, of course, the Home Office position is that there are lots of benefits. This cannot be tampered with. This cannot be interfered with. Nobody can change the details on it. There won't be any frauds with this and all of that. I simply ask one question: what if the online service is not working? That's the only thing I worry about. But apparently this has been used by millions of customers, and the UK authorities are very, very happy and very confident that this would work. So keeping that in mind, let's welcome the new change, because frankly, there is no other option. This is now what the new world is, and this is now what you need to understand and learn. So instead of resisting it or frowning about it or not being happy about it, just get yourselves and your loved ones and your family members and your parents and grandparents who are not very tech savvy onto the system as soon as you can. Now, currently, those people who had the old style residence permits, they have, in the biometric residence permits, they are being sent out these emails from the Home Office, and these emails are introducing them to the UKVI account and asking them to open their accounts. Those people with the BRCs, the biometric residence cards, are yet to receive or start receiving those emails. Now, when they start receiving those emails, you will also know that you need to go and set up your account. So please don't worry if you've not been given that right now, because the target for the Home Office to reach this digitalization is early 2025. So don't worry about it if you've not been sent that email right now. Please don't panic. It will arrive, and when it does, you will be able to open your UKVI account. Other than that, if you need any help with these things, you can go to the gov.uk website and check there. You can check some video. There's a little video that the Home Office have put up as well, which is a very plain, self-explanatory video that takes you through these steps that I've just talked about. So hopefully this has been helpful, and I'll be back soon, very soon, with the new updates about the new £29,000 threshold for families and what is going to happen when you can't meet those requirements. So speak to you soon. Thank you.